Uh, Good morning. I would like to thank you all for this class on the topic of essentials of information and knowledge management.
And do you want to wait until the end of the presentation for questions, or would you like questions during the presentation?
At the end of the presentation, I'll have some time for question and answers.
Okay, chat is open. You can make comments and questions in the chat, but then Muhammad Sagir is going to take questions after the presentation.
You see, the topic today is essential of information and knowledge management. I am Muhammad Sagir, working as an independent consultant, and I have got two master degrees, one in commerce and the other is in political science. I am working in the development sector since 1984 for the management of development as well as emergency projects. I work with United States Agency for International Development, United Nations World Food Programme, Catholic Relief Services, and United Nations Development Programme. As I mentioned, I work for development as well as emergency projects for these organizations. And since 2008, I'm working as an independent consultant and I have rendered different types of services. Among those, I'm taking online classes for the students of AIU. And it is my pleasure to let you know that it is almost more than 1 year now that I'm taking online classes for the students of AIU. I have conducted series of monitoring and evaluations for national as well as international organizations, conducted participatory appraisals in rural areas of Pakistan, and side-by-side qualitative and quantitative research. Those were related to monitoring evaluation as well as participatory poverty appraisal. I have worked with the community at the rural level uh, in terms of development as well as development of emergency as well. I have created disaster risk management plan as a team lead and standard operating procedure for emergency response. In addition to all of these services, I have been conducting training for different organizations at international level as well as national level. And major areas of my training were related to procurement management, human resource management, business planning, report writing skills, gender, financial management, project management, disaster risk management. Before conducting all these trainings, I conducted training need assessments and then accordingly uh, created training material for the trainings. And now I come to the learning objectives of today's class. It is to enhance knowledge and skills of AIU students. Those are attending this class today about, we will be talking about major terms of information and knowledge management. And we will talk information, knowledge, and what is the difference between information and knowledge, and what are the types of information and knowledge, and what should be the qualities for both qualities and information, and briefly discuss what is information technology and what is information management system, and how can we share information and save information, and simultaneously what is the importance of information, and how can we turn information into knowledge, and what should be the qualities of knowledge, and what is a good knowledge management system for an organization, and what are the sources to gain knowledge in terms of your personal life as a student or working professionally. It is for it will help you both professionally as well as academically. And how can we transfer knowledge efficiently and effectively? And what is the importance of knowledge management? And most importantly, we will see, is there any link between knowledge and performance? If yes, how the knowledge can be linked with performance and what are the benefits of that? And now at the end, we will be talking about document management and importance of document management system. As far as the class structure is concerned, I'll make the presentation as per objectives of the class. And during the class, I'll ask questions from the participants of this class. And please answer your questions and you write it down in comment in chat. And then I'll share the results and the answers with you. And I'll have a brief on the takeaways of this class. And at the end of the class, we'll be having question answer so that you can ask any question or can share your concerns. And then we will be closing this class. So coming down to the major terms, those are related to information and knowledge management will be frequently using in this class as well as while working. These are related to data, learning, performance. These are very common terms, those are used. Structuring information, knowledge, communication, analysis, sharing, trends, awareness, management. And you will get an idea while attending this class how these terms are related to information and knowledge management. Some of the more terms are technology, documents, sharing, analysis, collection, integration, compilation, reporting, database, and versions. So let's see what is information. We can say that information is created after data processing. Data is raw facts and figures that are processed into information. So you can say that it starts with the data collection and data processing. Information is received or given through surveys, reports, articles, books, news, references, research, and the record maintained. Information is communicated or received concerning a particular fact or circumstances and is shared through communicating. There are different types of communication like verbal communication, non-verbal communication, and information can be shared verbally, non-verbally, visually, or through written formats. And what is knowledge? If we say that knowledge is what we know is knowledge. And if we go into some details, knowledge refers to familiarity, awareness, or understanding of someone or something in various contexts. It is not a single context, it could be any context, such as facts, concepts, information, description, or skills. So now you see, we can say skills are also in it. Knowledge is acquired through observation, experience, learning, or education. It is the theoretical or practical understanding of subject under the study. Now, the question comes in that what is the difference between information and knowledge? Before going to the difference, we have to understand what is data and then what is the connectivity of data with information and then knowledge. So if you see all of these areas in one slide, then it would be easier for you to understand. Let's start with data because it is connected with information. And the basis for information is data. It is a systematic collection of raw facts and figures to be used for a specific purpose, such as survey, analysis, research, or reports. For that matter, there could be different reasons also. Then it is converted into the information. Once the data is formed in an organized and meaningful form, then it is called information. It is the facts or detail of a context or subject. If we say data, data could be figures, facts and figures, and once you form it in an organized and meaningful manner, then it becomes information. And now coming to knowledge, it is acquired through information. So information, once you acquire it, you gain knowledge. Observation, experience, learning, skills, or education. It could be theoretical or practical. It comprises, knowledge comprises both information and the ability to execute actions or make decisions. If you have the knowledge, then you can take actions, different type of actions, and that helps you in making decisions. That means you can perform different actions, perform different tasks, and you can make decisions accordingly. So this is, uh, a link where you can understand what is the difference between information and knowledge. But we have to keep in mind that before talking about information, we need to have something in mind related to data that is related to information and knowledge. You can say that is the basic requirement. And now we can talk about major types of information. If we say major types, there are three different major types: factual information, analytical information, and subjective information. As far as the factual information is concerned, it is based on facts only. Emphasis is on facts only, and it can be proved. It does not give estimation, personal thought, or interpretation. whereas analytical information is the interpretation or factual information to discover more by gathering, evaluating, and processing data for problem solving and decision making. In analytical information, we explore, and we discover more. And subjective information is based on personal perspective, feelings regarding a particular subject matter, and are not based on truth or facts. You can say on based on your experience or your judgment. It could be influenced by different factors. And as far as the qualities of information are concerned, the major qualities are accuracy. All the information which is collected should be accurate, and information should be complete by all means, and you should get only information that is relevant for the subject, and it should be a valid information and timeliness. If you get information on time, then you can utilize it. If the information is late, then you can say that it is not required now. For instance, if we talk about disasters, you can take an example. The time matters. All the information should be quickly and on time be provided. Otherwise, all the implementation and the planning will be late and you cannot achieve your goals. And consistency is must in terms of qualities of information. Management system, MIS, are integrated computer-based network and applications that collect raw data from multiple sources, store and analyze them to assist organization in digitizing work. When we talk about the organizations, all the management information system is based on the need of the organization. For instance, we can say that student information system for for a for a university, for example, for a school, for a college, that information will be totally different as compared to any type of other industry. So we have to keep in mind that it has to be based on the need. All the data needs to be collected based on need, and very specifically which is needed, that should be collected. It includes both the hardware and software that is used to store, process, analyze, and retrieve information as needed. During the business, information could be required at different levels and different information at different time. So that could be provided through it. Generate and distribute required reports to relevant staff of the organization or stakeholder to make decisions based on facts and information and for other managerial purpose. You see, when we were talking about the information should be correct. If you don't have the right information or the correct information, then you cannot make the right decisions. So well-designed management information system can improve efficiency, performance, align business operations. Information technology. Information technology is the use of computer system, device, and all types of technology to manage and deliver information using voice, data, and video. IT is for creating, managing, storing, and exchanging information, networking by using all types of technology to deal with information. And now we will talk how information should be gathered. What is information gathering? It is a systematic approach to collecting, organizing, and analyzing data that incorporates planning, quality control, and stakeholder involvement. Information gathering is fundamental for informed decisions. Once you have the required information, then you are able to make the right decisions and comprehensive research for the research purpose also. Information collection method includes some of the methods like surveys, interviews, tests, assessments, observations, existing record, reviews, and biological samples. For information gathering, survey is a set of questions for research participants to answer. For conducting survey, you need to have a questionnaire, and then it must be linked with the purpose of research or the task which is assigned to you, and it has to be within that. It could be for monitoring, it could be for evaluation, it could be for any type of research, but there has to be a questionnaire for that, and you need to know that who are the potential persons those can answer the survey questions. And then you save the information. You how can you save information? For saving information, use password protection or document encryption on your sensitive documents such as financial record, legal contracts, personal identification documents, and medical record. For saving information, you must have strong password and do not overshare on social media. Use free Wi-Fi with caution. Whenever you need free Wi-Fi, you should be very careful. Check to see if the site is secure. Consider additional protection. In addition to these, you can consider more. Saving information and the security is very much required because you do not want to share all the information, and you are not supposed to share the saved information which is with you with others. So that's why it has to be, under strict passwords or other protection methods so that it is not leaked and nobody can take undue advantage of the information which you have in your personal life as well as in your professional life. So you should be very much careful about that. Information sharing. How can we share information? Effective information sharing within teams is crucial for collaboration and productivity. It can help team members make better decisions, solve problems, or improve their performance. It can involve conveying data, insights, or knowledge. Here are some good examples of how teams can share information. You see, in routine, uh, you call meetings, you go attend meetings, and this is a type where you can share information and you can collect information. And you have project management tools, and it could be shared through documents, through reports, and communication channels, and you can exchange emails. Collaborative notes can help you in that, and training sessions, and you can add other sources also. Now, briefly, we will be talking about importance of information. From management point of view, if we talk about information is the basic requirement to run the management functions. May it be planning. For planning, you need information. May it be organizing, you need information. Staffing, directing, controlling. For all these management functions, you need information. Why? Information guides in planning, implementation, operations, management, monitoring, evaluation, and reporting. It provides a structured understanding of a topic that require decision making and problem solving. Access to information can help individual understand others' perspective. Information is needed for personal growth. Acquiring information on topics, individual can develop new knowledge and skills. And how can we turn information into knowledge? You keep in mind data, information, and knowledge, this link, and then you decide and you set up the goals and you define what are your goals for turning the information into knowledge and what is the need for that and what are the data collection method. What method are you going to adopt? And then you collect data according to the methods you defined. After processing data, you create information and then document it, and then you learn and you get knowledge. There are three types of knowledge. Explicit knowledge, it is also known as expressive knowledge, implicit knowledge, and tacit knowledge. And we are going to discuss these types one by one. Explicit knowledge, also known as expressive knowledge, it can be found in documents such as manual, policies, training documents, research reports, and procedures. It is easy to articulate, communicate, and share. It can be acquired through formal education, training, and practice. This type of information, which is called explicit knowledge, is always documented and it is tangible. Therefore, it is easy to capture, articulate, write down, and share with others. Implicit knowledge, it is the knowledge which is not in written. It is personal wisdom, insight, and institution. Implicit knowledge is acquired from experience, on the job practice, and observations. You can get this knowledge from experience, from practice, from observations also. Implicit knowledge involves understanding how explicit knowledge can be applied in various contexts. Capturing and sharing implicit knowledge is more challenging. Tacit knowledge, it is gained from personal experiences, skills, expertise, and that remains within an individual. That's why it is difficult to articulate, express, and capture. It is difficult to transfer from one person to another. For example, creative thinking, problem solving, time management, leadership style. It is difficult to copy or transfer the same. And like information, the qualities of knowledge are the same. Like all the information should be accurate, complete, relevant, validate, timeliness, and consistency. Knowledge management system. Knowledge management system refers to the process that an organization has in place to identify, create, manage, publish, and share the knowledge and information of an organization and take advantage of internal expertise. It may include database, documents, reports, policies, procedures, manuals. Manuals could be different types of manuals for information, personnel management manuals, financial manuals, administrative manuals, and refers both external and internal sources of knowledge. Main areas of knowledge management consists of these three areas: accumulating knowledge, storing knowledge, and sharing knowledge. And now I have a question, and please write down your answer in the chat box. The question is, which one of the following is the most important option? There are three options. A is information, B is knowledge, C is both. What do you think? Which one is the most important? A, B, or C? Please think and write down your answers. And I'll share the answer with you. Okay, let's wait a bit and more answers are coming. And in a while, I'll share the answers with you. Here it goes. Yes, C option. C is the correct option because information and knowledge are equally important. Now we will discuss source to gain knowledge. How can we gain knowledge? There are many types, many sources from where knowledge can be gained. Some of the major are educational institution, any type of educational institution, vocational institutions, e-learning, reading books, taking courses, attending workshops, seeking guidance from mentors or experts, newsletters, media, workplace, or other relevant sources. And now we'll be talking about how to do knowledge transfer effectively. The specific of knowledge transfer may differ from situation to situation. An effective knowledge process includes identify the need based on need, identify the source, and once you identified best source, then uh, prioritize and then select the best source and the way how you are going to capture it, how you are getting or transferring it, evaluate the knowledge being transferred, whether it is correct or the required information or needed information, and then sharing, receiving, or sharing, and then you store the information. What is the link between knowledge and performance? The question is that whether there is any link or not. If there is any link, so what is the link between that? If you see the diagram, number one, it says you learn, you gain knowledge, you apply your knowledge, you perform, and your performance is reviewed, and the gaps are identified, and you learn from those gaps, and then it goes on. So we can say there is a very close link between knowledge and performance. It is a fundamental link related to the concept of knowledge management because after having more knowledge, we can perform better. We learn from performance and continuously improve knowledge and performance. In this cycle, a systematic and managed methodology must be ensured. As I mentioned about the performance review, this is one type of the methodology to ensure. Continuously improving knowledge leads to continuous implementation of performance. In this way, the organization can continuously learn and continuously improve performance for achieving the objectives. So that means improved performance with the help of knowledge leads individuals as well as the organization towards the objectives, towards achieving the objectives. So briefly, the importance of knowledge management. Effective knowledge management in place for achieving goals, learning, knowledge sharing, and collaboration are encouraged. The knowledge remain within the organization if any employee leaves. If an organization has a knowledge management system, then in case of uh, any person who leaves the organization, but the knowledge remains within the organization because of the system. Timely provision of knowledge saves the resources of the organization. The focus on the management of knowledge results in improved performance, ensures better decision-making capabilities, enable organizations learning and creates a learning culture. Learning from others, learning among the staff is increased, improves the efficiency of the organization for achieving the goals. Document management system. Document management system is a computerized and database supported system used to gather, store, organize, manage files and documents. You see, data collection, data storage, data analysis is the basic requirement. So they are easily accessible on time once we analyze the data from anywhere in a secured manner. If you have in place the document management system, then you can have access to that information or knowledge from anywhere in a secured manner. And importance of document management system, the required and well implemented document management system is important for the following reasons. It improves efficiency by providing quick and easy access to documents because you have all this information with you, and, and reduces the waste of time in searching for information because at the time of need you don't need to have scratch from start from the scratch. You don't need to start from the scratch, and you have that information and you collect that. It promotes teamwork and accelerate workflows, ensures implementation of controls. The controls are related to organizations, policies, and audit facilitation. You need documentations for all these areas. Provide backup system, and it protects sensitive information, reduces storage, printing and document retrieval costs, enable better customer service, and improves overall business performance. Here we need to keep in our mind that unnecessary increase in volume of documentation may increase implementation problems as well as leads towards losses of resources. It could be time, it could be financial resources, it could be staff time also. Different type of losses may take place. So we need to have precise information. We need to collect only precise information which is needed. And now I have a question again. Is there any link between knowledge and performance? Yes or no? Is there any link between knowledge and performance? Please write down your answer. Okay, let's see. Let's see the answer. Yes. Yes, there is link between knowledge and performance. As we discussed earlier, yes, there is a link. And the key takeaways of today's class, we discussed about information, knowledge, and linked with the data. What are the types of information, why management information system is required, what is the importance of management information system, and what are different types, sources from where we can have right information or the required information, how can we transfer knowledge effectively, and we discussed the importance of link between knowledge and performance, which is very much required and that leads to achieving goals, and importance of knowledge management and document management system and its importance. So this was the overall, I would say, starts towards essentials of information and knowledge. As Dr. Limbert said, that you need to explore further from different sources. I would also emphasize this point by saying that you have a big source with you, that is AIU library, and you please continue learning. This was a sort of basic just to start your thinking towards these areas. And now I open